Welcome back to the Lions Den and Lockie Ferguson. How about that new introduction video?
Mate, that is special, isn't it? That is just, it's a great way to start such a great show.
Isn't it? While everyone else was enjoying the bye, here at the Lions Den HQ, we were busy as ever just putting that together, and special appreciation to official_tweaks99 for putting that together for us.
He's just done a great job, hasn't it?
He has indeed. Anyway, we will digress onto the results from the weekend, and I'll begin with the Seconds unfortunately lost to Old Xavier by 13 points. It was another one that probably slipped away from the boys, it was fair to say. I think they led most of the day and unfortunately weren't in front at the final siren. On a sort of a bittersweet note, Tom Curran made his debut after 4 years of being out of the game with a foot injury. He lasted 2 minutes and then dislocated his finger, and that was his day done. So, unfortunate for him, but we hope to see him back in the purple and gold soon enough. Jules Hocking also returned and kicked a couple of goals, and Nick Bobeth was best on in that game. The under-19s beat Fitzroy by 19 points, which was great for them. They moved back into 4th position on the ladder. Ed Green's been kicking goals all year, and he kicked another 5 on the weekend. He's really doing well, and Tristan Van Drill was best on for the under-19s.
Jeez, isn't Ed Green having a good season?
Yeah, he'd be leading the goal kicking for sure, I would imagine.
Unbelievable. Well, on to the women. Women played after our game under lights again, which is just a great night for the club. It always is. It's great to see all the supporters down to support them go and do their thing. But the result was positive. Beat Carey by 32 points, which was great. So Charlotte and Sophie Barbas kicked 2 goals for the day, and that actually moves them into 2nd place on the ladder. So they're going very, very well.
They're going very well.
Very well. So on to the thirds. Now, they've had a rough trot this season, as we've been mentioning most rounds on this show. But it's good to see them back in action against Uni Blacks, and they won by 19 points. So
it's unbelievable.
It's good to see them get the 4 points. So they're off they're off the bottom of the ladder. But Josh Kamenar. Now, I've played a bit of footy with Josh. He hasn't played in a year and a half due to a knee injury and a hamstring injury. He actually went back down to the thirds, and he's reported some really positive things down there, with Oscar Pearson and Harry Hawkins leading the way with their leadership. So they're a couple of young guys on the up. He did want me to mention that Lockie Peck and Calvin Lyon missed 2 of the easiest goals ever seen on a football field, being 10 metres directly in front. So shout outs to Lockie and Calvin doing great things down there. But look, Josh, it's good to see you get through the game, pal, and hopefully you can make your way up to the seniors and just get back to the best footy.
Fantastic. It's great to see the thirds have a win, and if you want to go onto the Collegians Instagram page, you can see the thirds singing the song post-game. There's a few boys in the middle getting the Gatorade shower. That's great to see.
Great.
Onto our game. It was a lot of things happened in the game. It started fantastic with a premiership reunion lunch. Seen behind us here is the photo from the 2012 premiership. That's why that's behind us today. That was a really successful lunch. Congratulations to everyone who came down. Onto our game. Fair to say we didn't play our best. What did you think of it, Locke?
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it? Look, we didn't play our best football. We came off the bye a little bit lethargic, a little bit slow into it. Xavier, to their credit, were really aggressive. They're an inside football team. Look, they're a quality side. We're a quality side. It's going to be an absolute cracking game against them next time. But look, we're far from our best, and we've got a little bit to work on.
Obviously, as most people will be aware, the game got abandoned with about 6 minutes to go in the final quarter. Jared Skeen from Old Xaverians badly broke his fibula or tibula. It was a terribly bad accident, and we just want to say on behalf of all the Collegians supporters and players and staff, Jared, we wish you all the best in recovery, mate. No one likes to see what happened out in the field, and yeah, we hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I was actually close to the incident, and it was absolutely sickening. The noise, and everyone at the ground heard it. It was terrible. And he's a good kid. He's really young, so hopefully he can get back out there. He's got a bit of a slow process to get back on the field, I think.
So the game ended up getting abandoned because an ambulance had to come, and the whole process to get him onto the ambulance and out of the field took about 40 minutes. So in the end, the game got abandoned. So we're not sure what's going to happen with the results yet. If it goes sort of anything by round 1. It may be a draw. We're not sure what will happen yet. We find out on Wednesday. So that's that. A disappointing way to finish that day, but that's football sometimes. And
we just have to move on, and we've got the next week's clash. So we move on proudly, and
that's it. This week we're back with another edition of Ferg's predictions. Ferg, what do you got for us, mate?
Mate, I've reassessed after a couple of poor weeks, so I'm back with and mentioning Freddie Sullivan. So Freddie has had a fantastic month. Yeah, Freddie's had a fantastic month of football. Kind of 3 weeks in the twos of being in the best, and he came into the ones with a rewarded effort, and he has kicked 2 goals in the first quarter, which was just great to see.
It was huge for us. It got us up and going.
Mate, it was fantastic. So I'm going to say he's going to keep his spot. So let's tick that off. Next step, I reckon he's going to play. He's going to kick 3 goals. He's going to have 18 touches and 6 tackles. So huge call, but I'm backing you, Freddie.
Come on, Freddie boy. Don't let us down, mate.
All right, now off to the much anticipated Sam's mailbag. What have you got for us?
We're back again, Lockie, mate, and I've got a lot for you.
Okay,
so, first question in is from co-captain Courtney Hilton, and he's given me. He's asked, since Trent Zimbax has been out injured with a hamstring, what has the average playing age dropped to? Fantastic question, Courtney. For those that don't know, Trent Zimbax would be the oldest player on our list, probably the oldest player in the VAPA. I think at about 34 or 35 years old. He's out injured at the moment. I believe I quickly looked at the stats before, and I believe our average playing age has dropped from just over 25 down to 22. Because
hell's the difference.
So, answering your question, it's dropped about 3 years, Courtney, and we are a much younger side because of it. But Trent, mate, we hope you get back quickly from your injury. You're a much best player. Alfay. Now, Alfay has asked, has his own segment Inside 50 with Alfay on the Collegians Instagram page. If you haven't seen it, have a look. Inside 50 with Alfay. He's asked, has that gathered more of a following than our very own The Lion's Den? Now, Alfie, mate, you've been going around 2 weeks. Don't try and pretend you're up with the big dogs like me and Lockie here, alright, mate? You're going along alright, but just keep it that way, okay? You're not quite up there with us, mate.
Just one target you better tick off, mate. If you get to 2,000 views, come and talk to us.
Correct, well said, Lob. Now, Mitch Rickaby, not sure who he is, but Mitch, thank you for sending this in. He posted this on the Collegians Facebook wall. Said, how many touches does Corey Cassidy's nose get on the weekend with the footy? Now, Mitch Rickaby, that is a very good question. For those unaware, Corey Cassidy, he's got a big beak, and sometimes it does get in the way. It does get in the way from his hands.
He is prone to a couple of falcons each season, isn't he?
He is. He's currently averaging 3 touches with his nose per week. But that could get on the rise. So anyway, that's it for Sam's mailbag this week. Everyone, just keep asking your questions. Send them into the Collegians Facebook page. Just get to me personally at sam.hibbins@bigpond.com. We'll answer all your questions. Don't be shy. So on to next week's game, Lockie. We've got St. Bede's Mentone at home. Now, we got the win in a very close game against them in round 1. So we'll need to be... we'll need to show up
back to our best.
To our best to make sure we get the points. So get down to the Harry Trot 2 p.m. on Saturday and cheer on the purple and gold. Anyway, that's it for this week, guys. Thanks a lot.
See you guys.
Cheers.